You never set your day by saying, I've taken step one, I've asked. The universe in all of its force and glory is understanding and answering that step two, and I refuse to let it in. You don't say that. You mean to be the allower of the well-being that is yours. But it takes some practice, and it takes a willingness to hold your own focus regardless of what is happening around you. We have some fun questions for you, just to sort of stir things up a little bit and help you to understand the basis of the universe in the way that we understand it. If we were to ask you, which do you choose, truth or untruth, what would you choose? If we were to ask you, feel good or feel bad, what would you choose? If we were to ask you, truth or feel good, what would you choose? You're good. You really mean it? That's the thing that we so much want you to hear, because sometimes there is some reality that is true. It's been documented. The tests show it, the statistics show it, your resume shows it, your financial statement shows it, your bank account shows it, the bills piling up in your mailbox show it. In other words, sometimes there is truth that is very big and very factual and very supported by evidence. And our question to you is it in your best interest to keep that truth alive, to keep that truth activated within your vibration? Many would say, yes, we must tell the truth. And we would say, never, never, never tell the truth unless it matches your desire. But we're not saying tell a lie either. We're saying, well, yes, we are. We're saying, tell it the way you want it to be rather than the way that it is. Because whatever you are in the habit of telling is the way you are in the habit of vibrating, and the way you are in the habit of vibrating is in the way you are allowing, you see. So if you are focused upon what is, you're not letting in sometimes what you want. Now, there are all kinds of truths. Oh, we want you to focus upon the fantastic truths that abound. The truth of it is, you are magnificent beings. The truth is, you are worthy beyond our ability to describe. The truth of it is, you are glorious creators. The truth of it is, your sun comes up every morning and the sun is in the sky nurturing your planets and giving your food to you. The truth of it is, there is so much that you could focus upon and remain in absolute concert with your source and who you are and every desire that you ever hold. There are so many things that you can focus upon that are so life-giving in nature, but you have to focus. You are focusing mechanisms. You are perceivers. You're born into this environment with all of these faculties in order to peruse and perceive. You see and you hear and you smell and you taste and you touch, all vibrational interpreters of your environment, all to assist you in your perception and in the launching of your preference. Do you know how good that is? Imagine all of these endless points of focus getting to move through the contrast of their individual time-space reality, each individually concluding preference, and source answering all. Do you feel the balance and the fairness and the perfection of an environment like that? So when you understand that all can be answered and you're in competition for nothing, then a lot of your resistance goes away. When you understand that source energy's ability to answer each and every request is infinite, in fact, this source expands to fulfill, then you understand, I don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing. I don't have to worry about what they're letting in or about what they're not letting in, because what comes to me is only about what I'm letting in. But if I look over at them and I see that they're letting in something that I think I should be letting in, like the new Jaguar, I should be letting that in, and they've let it in. Pretty soon there won't be any left for me. All of the other greedy buggers will get it before I have my chance. You're not letting it in. When you are trusting the laws, and they are trustworthy, and you are practicing your vibration so that you can feel when you're in the moment of letting it in and when you're in the moment of not, now you're cooking. Now you are on the path of deliberate creation rather than creating by default. Now you are the creator, the deliberate creator, the deliberate creative allower, the deliberate creative joyous allower of the well-being that is natural to you. So, we know you've been hearing us. We know that you understand that this is a vibrational universe and that it's managed by law of attraction, and that the creative process is 3 steps. You ask, source answers, and you let it in. We know that you've been hearing it, and we know that you intellectually understand it, and we know that many of you are applying it in every day in many ways. So, what we are proposing is that, well, first let us give you the basis of this. So it turns out that you have vibrational tendencies, vibrational propensities. We would rather say that to you than say to you, you have beliefs. Someone the other day said, I have core beliefs. Ooh. A core belief must be a very big and hard to change belief. Surgery would be necessary for a core belief, but to root it out to the very core of its ugly beingness and deactivate it as we throw it in the trash can and we say, doesn't work. All attention to that just activates it. So what do? Well, understand that it is propensity to vibration that you're talking about. It's habit of vibration. And so what we're proposing is that you begin playing this game we're calling virtual reality, where you choose a place where you can go in your imagination, where you feel like it is likely that you will feel good when you get there. So you pick a place that to you is lovely. And pick the time of year that most suits you and the time of day that most suits you, and get in there and observe what's around, smell it, see it, feel it, hear it. And about then, you will have some mood being generated within you. And as that mood is generated within you, talk about it. I feel peaceful, or I feel powerful, or I feel such anticipation, I feel exhilarated. Describe how it is that you feel. And then decide if there is somebody else with you. Sometimes it's better for there not to be. And exchange a few brief words, and then get out. The whole thing takes about 30 seconds. Get in, feel good, get out. What will begin to happen to you is you will begin to develop a propensity to vibrate. In other words, as you deliberately direct your thought, you will deliberately choose your own vibration. In the past, we called it setting your own tone. And as you set your own tone, now what you have access to in terms of other thoughts, memories, observations, anticipations, are a vibrational match to that.